I've asked you to label your place value chart. What's the largest? Millions. On this place value chart, our largest place value is the millions. Then the next smallest, as I'm moving to the right and getting 10 times smaller, 100,000. What's 10 times smaller than that? 10,000. Then 10,000 less. Then 10 times less is the thousands. Next would be the hundreds, tens, and ones. Make sure your place value chart is labeled correctly. All right, on your place value chart, I want you can use numbers. You don't have to draw place value discs. You can use numbers. And I want you to write 1,708. Write 1,708 in your place value chart. You can write numbers. You don't have to draw discs. 1,708. Where would I put a comma? Why would I put it between the 1 and the 7, Alexis? Yeah, it separates the groups of hundreds, tens, and ones. All right, what is the value of the digit 1? What is the value of that 1? 1,000. I'm going to write that down. What's the value of the digit 7?
700.
700.
We have to be writing 1,700.
What's the value of my tens?
0.
0. There's none there.
It is worthless.
What is the value?
8.
What is the value of the digit 8?
8.
8 what?
1.
8 ones. All right. So we've written the value of each of those digits. So now, what if I put plus signs in between them?
That means you would be writing expanded form.
In what form?
Expanded.
Expanded form. I've just taken this number and I've written it in expanded form. When we write a number in expanded form, we're writing the value of each digit. Expanded form tells the value of each digit. So why, when I write a number in expanded form, 1,000 plus 700 plus 8, why is that the same as this original number that we had? How is that the same? Who can prove that those are the same thing? Caden?
If you add all them up together, it equals that one up.
Yeah, the sum of what I have in expanded form equals this original number that I had. What do we call how we have this number written at the top? What do we call that, Christopher?
1,708.
1,708 is the number. Do you know the name of the form that it's written in, Caden?
Standard.
Standard form. Very good. Standard form is just the regular way that we write numbers. It just shows each digit in its correct place value. All right, so there's one other way that we can write numbers. We can write numbers in standard form. We can write numbers in expanded form. Who knows what the other one is?
Word form.
Word form.
Yeah,
When we write a number in word form, we write it exactly how we say it. So if I were going to say this number, I would say 1,000. What would I say next?
700.
700 what?
An 8.
8. 1,708. You don't have to write that if you don't want to.
Oh, I wrote it.
Okay. So we've written our number in standard form by using digits in their correct place value. We've written it in expanded form, showing the value of each digit. And we've written it in word form, which is just writing it out in words the exact same way that we would say it. All right, let's practice with another erase your work, Matt. You can leave your place values.
I wrote 8 wrong anyway. I didn't even write that down. That part down. I didn't even write this.
Okay, erase your work, Matt.
Do we switch it to 30 today?
All right. This time, on your place value chart using numbers, I want you to write 27,085. I want you to write the number, not drawing place value discs, you're writing the number 27,085. 27,085. 27,085. How many ones do I have?
5.
5 in the ones place value. What would go in the tens place value?
8.
How about the hundreds?
0.
0.
How about the thousands?
7.
And the 10,000s?
2.
I have 27,085. Where would I put the comma in this number?
At the 27.
After the 27, it separates the group of thousands from the hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay, so 27,085. Now underneath, I want you to write the value of each of these digits. So I'm writing the value. What's the value of the digit 2?
20,000.
20,000. What's the value of the digit 7?
7,000.
7,000. The 0 in the hundreds place doesn't have a value. It's just saying we don't have any groups of 100. What's the value of the 8?
80.
80. And the value of the 5? Just 5. It's 5 ones. To put those values into expanded form, what would I need to do? What would I do to change what I have written where I just have the values to make it into expanded form? What do I need to do?
Put the plus.
Put plus signs where?
Between each numbers.
In between each one of the numbers. 20,000 plus 7,000 plus 80 plus 5. All right, let's put it in word form. How would I say this number? How many thousands do I have?
20.
I'm going to name my thousands. I'm naming all of the thousands, not just the ones in the 1,000s place value. I'm naming them all.
I'm not going to write that. 'Cause it's
So how many do I have?
None.
How many thousands do I have?
7.
All the thousands together, the whole group. 27. So I'm going to write 27,000. What did I put after the 1,000? What did I put there, Caden? What? Look what I just wrote after the word
Comma.
1,000. I put a comma. Why would I put a comma there?
Just to write the next word.
Yeah, just because it's separating it from the next group. Just like when we write the number in standard form. When we write the number in when we write the number in word form, we put commas in it also. So I've got 27,000. Now I'm going to name my next group, which is the hundreds, tens, and ones. How would I say this part? 85. So we have the number in standard form, expanded form, and word form. All right, let's try another erase your work map. All right, on your work map, I'm going to give you a number in expanded form, and I want you to put it into standard form. All right? Oh, let me switch back to my pen.
Big dog.
What?
700,000 plus 8,000 plus 500 plus 70 plus 3. Should have put that number.
Okay.
Okay, I'm still waiting on a couple of people. Alright, when you put this number into your place value chart, where would the 700,000, where would I put that? What would that look like, Christopher?
We're going to 100,000th place.
Oh, okay, then we go in the 100,000s place. So I would have 700,000s. Alright. Where would the 8 go? Where would the 8 go, Amy?
In the thousand place.
In the thousands place. Where would the 500 go? Where would that go, Caden?
100.
Hundreds. I have 500s. How about tens? What goes in the tens place, Alexis?
5.
In the tens?
7.
7. And what goes in the ones place value, Jaden?
3.
3. So, what if I wrote that in standard form? What's that number going to look like in standard form? Caden?
708,500.
Okay, tell me how I need to write that.
Put 708.
So 708.
708, comma, 573.
We just wrote that number in standard form. How am I going to put this number in word form? Remember, if I write a number in word form, I'm going to write it just like I say it. So I would start at the left and read everything before the comma. So how do I read this number? All the numbers that I have in the thousands place values. If it's in the hundred thousands, 10,000s, and thousands, I group them together. So how would I say that, Harper?
Ma'am.
How would I say this number? The group of thousands.
70,000.
Not 70,000.
700,000.
Go ahead.
Let Jacob say it.
No, I want you to go ahead and say it.
780.
708,000. Very good. So I would write that first. 708,000.
573.
Then I'm going to name my next section of numbers, which is my hundreds, tens, and ones.
500, 700, 573.
573. So my number is 700,573. All right, let's try another one. Erase your work map.
What time is it between?
It is 10:23. All right. All right, I'm going to write a number over here in expanded form again. $20,000 plus 200 plus 8. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to put these values onto your place value chart. 20,000 plus 200 plus 8. Thank you. Where would I put 20,000 on the place value chart? How can I represent that? 10,000s. How many 10,000s do I have? Two 10,000s. Two 10,000s have a value of 20,000. Where am I going to put 200 on my place value chart, Dylan? I'm going to put a 2 in the hundreds place value. And where do I put the 8, Brayley? In the ones. What do I do with these place values that are in between but don't have a value there? What do I put to hold that place? Zeros. All right, so if I wanted to write this number in standard form, what would that look like, Alexis? 20, comma. Why would I put a comma there? Yeah, it's separating my groups of thousands from my hundreds, tens, and ones. So after my comma, I would have 208. What's that called the way we just wrote it?
2,208.
Standard form. All right, now we're going to write this number in word form. Remember, when I write a number in word form, I'm going to name all of my thousands together. All the 100,000s, all the 10,000s, and all the thousands go together. Each group that I separate with a comma, I just name that number. I can ignore everything else, and I'm going to name this number first. So how many thousands do I have all together, Caden? 20,000. So 20,000. Then Caden said we need a comma. Why do we need a comma there, Caden?
Because it separates the 208 from 20,000.
Exactly. It separates our hundreds, tens, and ones. So what do I write after the comma?
208.
208. Do I write the word and? No. Should I say the word and? No. And means that there's some more of a part. There's another part. And this is a whole number. It doesn't have a decimal or a fraction. So the word and does not belong in there. Number's 20,208. All right, erase. We're going to do one more.
And then we'll be done.
Miss Wheatley, after that, can I go to the bathroom? We went to the bathroom.
All right.
That's really small.
Last one. I'm writing the number in expanded form for you. Put the values, put each of these digits in their correct place value. Got 500,000 plus 30,000 plus 10 plus 3. Where would I place the 500,000 on my place value chart, Jaden? I have 500,000. Where does this value go on the place value chart?
100,000.
Exactly. I'm going to put a 5 in the 100,000's place value. Where do I put the 30,000 on my place value chart? Where, Amy?
10,000.
10,000s. I have 3 10,000s. Where does the 10 go on the place value chart, Caden? 10s. I have 1 10. How many ones do I have?
0.
Olivia?
30.
3. So when I write this number in standard form, I want you to look at this and see if I write this number correctly in standard form. Is that correct?
Yes.
There needs to be 2 zeros at before 1 after the 10,000.
Yeah, Amy says that I'm not correct. She said I need a 0 after the 10,000s and the thousands place value,
And a comma.
and a comma, and a 0 in the hundreds place value. So this is not correct. I have to have those zeros, even though they don't hold any value. They're important to hold the place values together. So
Because if there were no zeros, that would be 1,313.
yeah, I wrote 5,313. That's very different than the number that I actually have. So how would I write this number? Go sit down. We're almost. Not right now. How would I write this number in standard form, Amy? What digit comes next?
3,
3,
0,
0.
comma, 0, 1, 3.
Very good. There's my number in standard form. And real quickly, let's put that into word form. I'm going to name all of my thousands together. How many thousands do I have all together? Jaden? All the thousands together. The 100,000s, the 10,000s, and the 1,000s.
Oh, it would be
530, right? I have 5, 3, and 0. So 530,000. I'm going to name,
Comma.
then my comma. And then what do I write next? How many hundreds, tens, and ones do I have?
10. Wait, 1?
How many hundreds, tens, and ones?
Alright. We have there's 0 hundreds and 1 10 and 3 ones.
Okay, so how do we say this number?
13.
13. 530,000, comma, 13. All right.